All right, I just realized the audio wasn't on that entire time. It's the beauty of being new to something. Make lots of mistakes. How's it going, everybody? Today is a magnificent day. Hope everyone's doing good. For those of you who are watching this as a past broadcast, welcome, welcome. And today we'll be working on Dehancer. So, very, very fun. My R6 always lags and freezes. So, let's get some music going, get the vibes right. And today's going to be a long one. Today's going to be a long one for sure, which is good because I want to get a lot done today. Okay. It's funny. I feel like live streaming is like causing me to be so productive compared to if I'm not live streaming. I get stuff done way faster. It's the best. All right. Let's get the chat here. If anyone has questions. And if you're watching this as a past broadcast, I will try to figure out a proper stream schedule to where we know when I'm coming on, for me to know when I'm coming on, and for everybody else to know when I'm coming on. Because right now I'm just doing it whenever I can, whenever I'm working. So, let's get going. What should we work on first? I'm really liking this footage right now, so let's do the BMW. Let's practice on the BMW footage. So the objective of today is to get comfortable in Dehancer and understand it well, because I have to make a video of it next week explaining a tutorial of like how I use it, how I can see it being used, and if I think it's a good resource to rely on. So let's get to practicing. I might actually watch some videos too about Dehancer and see how other people are using it, and I'll be watching that on stream. Because I don't think my last stream got copyrighted strike for watching somebody else's video. As long as they're using music bed, I'll be good. Or lens distortions, for that matter. I have subscriptions to both of them. Okay. So we just wrapped up a BMW project. That was the last live stream. My buddy, I sent it over to him, Kove, and he cleaned it up real nice. And that will be posted probably to our pages here soon. And I'm just loving this footage, so I want to color grade it. Let me ask him actually if he was shooting in S-Log 3. This is what I'm assuming he was editing in. Nice classical music. I don't know. I'm like a sucker for classical music. All right, let's make a new timeline. Let's call it Dehancer. That is a bin. So I am doing Command N for a new timeline, and we are making this Dehancer. I don't know if y'all's shortcuts are the same as mine, but I find this as the best way of doing it. I'm using Sam Colder's Ravenclaw keyboard shortcuts. So let's find a clip. Let's work on this one because we were editing this one already, and this is one of my favorite clips here from the whole shoot. So this is definitely one that we'll work with. It's a beautiful shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot. She killed it too on this shoot. She did really well. So let's start it like right here. Beautifully captured, beautifully executed. And this is my color grade yesterday, actually using lens distortions. Kove got back to me. Yeah, S-Log 3. Cool. So I'll be able to use that and figure it out. Okay, so that's one. That's one shot we're going to use. Let's find something else. sgamut.cine. Cool. All that works. Let's grab this one because this shot I really like too. Okay, so we have these two. Let's make like a little sequence from it actually. This is gonna be fun. I actually really like the days that I'm just like chilling, editing creatively, trying out new things. Call this my sandbox. So let's actually have this here, these two here. Let's see a good moment here. Well, we have her already looking at the camera in the previous shot, so I like this shot. So let's just leave it there. Boom and boom. Boom, boom. Cool. For this shot, I'll have a couple. I like this sequence here too. Honestly, this whole sequence could be cool to color grade. This whole sequence is cool. Let's grab these in. Alright, for now, I'm going to drag this up. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I need to get this organized so it's easier for me to do this. Yeah, I like that. This will be a good sequence here. For the edit. Okay, so we have a kind of moodier sequence here. This will be a really nice solo shot to do. And then let's find some more fun stuff. I actually negotiated using this footage in exchange of making some reels. So the reels I was making yesterday, I did that to exchange being able to use this on my Dehancer video that's coming out. Just getting this timeline organized so we have some things to color grade and to practice with. I gotta include this shot in here. It's a nice car shot for sure. Alright, so that's a nice little sequence there. This will be a good solo shot. This will be cool to see how it looks when it's all moody. And then have some sequences here. That are nice. Cool, let's get started. Let's see what we can do here. I actually want to save this color grade, so let's duplicate this. And bring the second one and delete that. It'll be interesting to do like a comparison. Okay, actually, let's use our basic node tree. So I have some power stills. This is my all workflow. I want to make this as big as possible for you guys. You can see, I need to make sure Oops. I'm trying to grab my face and move it. Okay, whatever. So let's convert this to, so let's do Sony S-Gamut 3 Cine, and then we're gonna choose S-Log 3. So we are now converting this to Davinci Wide Gamut and Davinci Intermediate. And now for Rec 709, we're gonna change this to, so now it's saying what we just turned to Davinci Wide Gamut, Davinci Intermediate. Now we're changing it to Rec 709 and Gamma 2.4. And that should be giving us a Rec 709 image. Yeah, looks good. Okay, let's close this. This is, I guess, as small as it gets. This thing, I wish I could drag it. What's up, Tyler? How's it going? Nice to see you here. Long time no speaking. What's up with that? Cool. So I'll work on this footage is from a BMW project that I edited that it's coming out probably next week. But it's probably my favorite project I've ever worked on. It's really fun. And the footage is super sick. So now I can use it in tutorials. Negotiated that. Kove, the person who shot it, I helped him make some reels, and then I was actually editing the main edit and was able to use his footage for a lot of stuff. This was shot actually in Switzerland. It was shot on the Sony a7S III. A7S III and iron glass lenses. Let's work on these primaries a little bit. Definitely needs boost in saturation. A little bit too much of a boost, I would say. We're gonna bring her out more, so I'm okay with her being a little dark for now. Say this is like a decent spot here. I mainly want to work in the I want to see what's happening with Dehancer because I haven't used it much. Time to learn this thing, and that's way too much. Too much stuff is going on right now, so let's disable all of them. Source is Rec 709, so that's good. What profile should we use? That's what I'm wondering. That's what I gotta learn. Definitely not this one. I'm not a big fan of this one. Maybe Kodak Gold. I feel like the image was still really flat when I converted it to Rec 709. I might go with just a conversion LUT to see if there's a difference. I might actually, ooh, I like this one. Kodak Supra 100. That looks kind of nice. Nice faded black look too. Obviously, this white point like gets blown out super easily. Oh, I forgot to enable this. That's probably why. I like the glossy paper more than the... Actually, no, I like the print film more. But now it's a little bit overexposed. So let's bring that point down. It just seems pretty flat, and I'm wondering if it's from the conversion that I was using. Maybe give it a bit of a color boost. I think it needs a bit of a color boost. Okay. It's not looking bad. Is it looking good though? That's a question. Definitely think it's still blown out in the highlights. But I do like this look that it's giving me. I do like it. I'm trying to figure out if Dehancer is if I like it more than my old workflow. Of just using like a Rec 709 and then conversion and then slapping a LUT on there afterwards and then messing with primaries and stuff. Interesting. This push-pull I've had trouble with in the past of like understanding. When I was using the Kodak Gold, it would be like push it all the way to the left and it would do something that looked exactly to when I push it all the way to the right. So it was just like, I don't know. Okay, let's see what this LUT is doing here. So without the LUT, I have to really push it, push the colors and the primaries to get to this point. Let's mess with some of these other profiles. I like Kodak Gold. And of course, I'm gonna separate her from the background. But I want to find a good look that I like. I'm a slut for some origin teal. Man, that Super 100 actually looks really good on this. That looks actually pretty good too. Kodak Vision. That's too much. And I also got to protect the skin tones a bit. Ooh, that looks nice as well. Konica Minolta. Konica Minolta. I don't know anything about film though, so my tutorial about Dehancer is gonna be mainly about like how this could work in my workflow. Look at that one. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, these ones are kind of crazy. Look at that. Ooh, that could be like a cool music video effect. So I think this was the one I liked, the Porta 400. No, it's a Supra, right? Yeah, it's a Supra. I personally like the Supra the most. I haven't tried any of these. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad. That one's not bad. Okay, that's crazy. Some crazy stuff. I mean, I like just working in... Ooh, Cine Still 800T actually looks really good too. I'm just trying to get used to what these look like. I like that. Fujicolor C200. Looks nice. I guess I gotta go through all of these. I just gotta find the one that I really, really like. None of them are really popping out. This one actually looks pretty nice. I'm curious to see what this would look like on like this image. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure that one out because that was way too dark. Ooh, I like that. So Fujicolor, I'm liking the Fujicolor. Ooh, that one is nice. Superior 200. That one is nice. That's a nice orange and teal, I feel. Nice teal in the shadows. So Superior 200. I'm gonna write these down. So I know which ones are nice. I don't have my usual chair. I almost freaking ate it. Superior 200 is nice. This is for BMW. Some cool black and white options here. Man, Kodak is just superior. I feel like Kodak is just really nice. Color plus 200. Oops. Once I find one that I really like, then I'll just run with that one. Ooh, that looks really good too. Kodak Ektar 25. I like that. Kodak Ektar 25. And then we got the Kodak Gold. Honestly, I don't really like it that much on this one. On this image. But the Ektar, I do like it. Experimental. Porta 160. Not bad. This one looks really good too. Kodak Portra. $160 VC. That looks good. Porta 400. There's some better ones in that. That one looks pretty good. Porta 800, Super 100. Yeah, Kodak Super 100 is really nice. That one's nice too. Ooh, that's a nice, like, warm one. I like that look for if I was going for a little bit of a warmer image. I like that. Okay, so Kodak Vision 3. 200T. Looks good. 250D, 500T. Yeah, that looks pretty nice too. It's like it's a nice desaturated look. Nice muted desaturated look. Vision 3 500T. Okay, so this is the stuff that it's a little bit much for me. All of this other stuff I already went through, so all right, let's go through these Kodak. Let's go back to the Kodak Ektar. This is the 25. I really do like that. That's really nice. Portra 160 VC. Okay, I like the first one. I like this one more than the Portra. Yeah, I definitely like the other one more. Supra 100. Okay, I like that. Do I like it more than the Ektar 25? Let's see. No, I don't like it more. But it's very close. Very close second. Super 100. That one's really, really nice. Really clean. I think I prefer the Supra actually. Supra 100. Actually, I don't know. The skin tones look really good with this. No, not that one. What up, TZ Video? Glad to have you back. We are color grading today. I'm just trying to find a profile that I really, really like that I can kind of roll with. Okay, honestly, I like this and this Supra the most here. And the Superior 200. Let's see. How's your day going, bro? Superior 200. I'm actually not even seeing that. Oh, it's over here. Fuji color. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. Okay, I got a top three. But let's roll with the Kodak Ektar 25. Let's roll with this one. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Definitely don't like what this is doing right now. We're trying to protect the skin tones, but we only want to select her face, really, not even her hair. Because the problem is we added so much color boost in the hair before the look that the hair looks kind of like green, which I don't want it to look green at all. So let's kind of classify this selection. That looks good. I want to blur it out so it's not so noticeable. You about to go to your dentist appointment? Dude, dentist is like my least favorite thing to do. Hopefully you don't have any cavities. I would say that's a nice selection of her face, but she looks freaking crazy now. I almost want to take all of this out. I wonder if I should make my skin tone selection outside of the color boost. What did I do in the primaries? I brought up color boost by 9, brought saturation up by 10. Contrast, I made it a little bit. She looks a little green. I would say that's a little bit better. Honestly, I would even prefer this to be off. And you were working with the heavy machinery, right? In the sand. The silica. Honestly, I would prefer it to be off. I like this look. Even the skin tones look okay. Okay, let's go a little bit more in depth with the effect. Let's add some vignette. Separate her from the background. Why is the vignette over here? Huh? Why is the vignette over here? That's weird. Oh, there we go. It was just in a bad spot. I do want to add some vignette, but everything's looking a little bit darker. So what I'll do is add a mask at the end and brighten our subject up just a tad. It's interesting. I feel like the film looks have been really muting my images. Like I feel like it's really kind of muted and desaturated. Whereas when I color graded it the other night, like how I normally would do it, it's much more vibrant. Much more vibrant compared to this one. This one's much darker, which I can try to change a little bit more. Let's bring up. I feel like everything just needs to be brought up. These are pretty low down here. I want the background to be like this color, but her to be brighter. But I think for sure I want the image to be bright. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Like I would choose this image over the last one 9 times out of 10. Or honestly 10 times out of 10. Everything just feels like muted with this a lot. But let's try something else too. I might be actually be the reason why it's happening. Let's bring this down. Let's delete all of this. So I have it converting to S-Log3 to Rec709 here. So let's just copy this to this. But instead of using a LUT, let's bring in Dehancer. And see what we can do here. Okay, let's enable this. Let's give it the Ekchar 25. So like already it feels like, well, let me keep going with this. Let me add the print. The print actually does a lot. The print film kind of adds more of a bluish green in the shadows, I'd say. Let's enable this. Let's get the black point locked in. Right here for the black point, we want the shadows to be just touching the bottom. If you go too far, it becomes crushed. So like somewhere around here. But this is already a much better starting point than this one. I don't know what was going on here, but I think I screwed this one up pretty bad. I think I screwed it up with the conversion. I'm new to this workflow of like converting it to Davinci wide gamut from here. So I might have messed it up here, but I much prefer this than this. I screwed something up there. Because these look pretty comparable. I do want to save the skin tones though. So let's get out of here. Option P to create a parallel node. Option S. Let's name this one skin tones. do I do that again? Am I just not seeing it? Oh, there we go. Let's do skin tone. So we want this look to be affecting everything besides... Actually, I'm doing this wrong. I need to label these. This is my Rec 709 conversion, right? Yeah. Rec 709. This is my look. This is mask. This actually is my skin tone selection. So what we need is a parallel node on the look. Because we don't want the look, the colors of the look, to be affecting our skin tones. So like, let me try to show. The difference is minimal, but helps keep the skin tone stay pure. And the way that you can check this to see if the skin tones are nice is you go to masks, put this over here, go like this, and then you change this from prey to vector scope. And to me, these skin tones are looking good. You can see how the vector scope changes depending on like where it is. This is pretty obvious the skin tones are there, and it's looking like it's on the line. So to me, I'm not gonna mess with the skin tones like that much. What I will do is make this selection a little bit better. Where it's only her skin tones. I don't want her hair. So now that I have that selection, I also want to add a little bit of redness. Give it a little bit more punch and saturation. I don't want to go too crazy on her skin tone. But to me, that looks nice. Oops, I didn't mean to select this. Let's
Friend,
check.
I understand this much. You crushed me open.
Might have been a little bit much, but let's check.
Our bells, half worlds, our mouths hollow like a life never lived. Because
Yeah, that's kind of right on the skin tone that we're wanting.
Each on one side of the world will knock at these walls.
We
No
can
door, only ringing. The ringing
even bring shadows down a little bit if we wanted.
is a spinning cup full with absence.
She has fair skin, so we want to keep
Now
that
this
look
much.
like she does.
Nothing breaks open the heart like walking in opposite directions.
I'd say that looks pretty good. I'm almost wanting more from this background though. Like I feel like it should be giving me a bit more. So let's add a vignette. Try to get this background looking good. Looking less dark. Okay, it doesn't look half bad. this mask as well. What we can do here is, I don't know. Oh, it's lifting shadows. Okay. We can duplicate this, but with this mask, flip it, and then turn shadows down. Because the background is like way too bright, in my opinion. Soften this out. It's a little bit much. You can kind of tell that there's a glow here. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down a bit. I'm gonna bring the shadows down here. So if I brought it to 0, it looked like that, which we don't want, I would say. Bringing up the highlights is nicer almost. And guys, I'm not a pro colorist, so this is all a learning process for me. I like this image, but I feel like her eyes could be much more saturated. She's like really blue eyes. And I feel like this look doesn't give that justice, whereas like this look, I feel like really emphasizes that. It's much brighter though. Much brighter look compared to this. Yeah, I'm losing saturation in a lot of places here. Let's look at our skin tone selection again. We gotta include her lips as well, because it looks kind of weird. Let's try that. Let's see what that is doing here. Just bringing more color and life back into her face. It's just like this look in general. It's just darker. Could be because we have the vignette. We could turn off the vignette. Let's turn it off actually. Let's leave it off. Yeah, I'm liking that image more actually. Her skin tones look good. Alright, let's see what everything's doing. So this is the Dehancer look on the image. So it's giving it a bit of an orange and teal. Definitely blue in the shadows. And it's kind of desaturating it a bit. I feel like this is a desaturated look. It's not a bad look. Would I switch it compared to this one? That's the question. This one I'm using lens distortions, the finishing lot with lens distortions, and this one I'm using Dehancer. So I'm not entirely sure. Which one is better? I tend to lean towards this one actually, compared to this one. This one might just be too contrasty. Let's no, No, it's not the contrast. It's just like trying to see what I can move around here. Maybe it's missing a little bit of color. If we give it a bit of a color boost. Comparatively. I'm just not getting that punchiness. Like, I feel like this is really high key type lighting. Like, it's not really dramatic lighting. This one I completely screwed up. This one's gross looking. I don't like this one. So I'm just gonna delete that one. Let's not look at that. So we have this versus this. It's a hard one. It's definitely hard. I like her skin tones more in this one. Actually, they're decent in both. I would say your skin tones are decent in both. It looks more natural. This looks more natural compared to this one. Let me make this smaller actually so you guys can actually see what's going on. Maybe I feel like the highlights in this one feel softer than my highlights in this one and the next one. Like, it feels a little bit blown out. I mean, I'm getting darker shadows in this one for sure, and the sides. Hard to say, hard to say. Here's the thing with Dehancer though, it's like there's so much more to it that I can add if I wanted to. Like we could add halation if we wanted. It's hard to tell the difference here. I feel like halation's good when it's like very contrasty, like dark to bright. We could add film grain if we wanted to. To me, this film grain is like too much, so I would pick something more like 16. And what's good about film grain is it could make a look very cohesive. I actually like the grain. Makes it look really nice. Maybe I'm not liking the greens or something. I feel like something's missing. I'm missing orange in this, I feel like. But that's not bad. I like that.
I thought about what you said, and I think you're wrong.
16.
I don't think I'm downplaying us or what we had.
I mean, grain and halation is adding a nice touch here.
I think we're right for each other, just the wrong time.
Without halation, with halation. Honestly, halation's bringing in that orange that I like. Is bringing that touch of orange that I like. So in that sense, I'm liking this. So let's compare again. So this is like a basic color grade. This is a more... I mean, this next look has a lot of character. Like, a lot. Maybe I'm not liking it because it has like a magenta hue. Like, I feel like I want to add some green into the image. I'm liking that more, actually. The more I add to it, I'm like, okay, this is actually a sick image. I mean, it definitely has a unique look compared to this. I mean, this one to me just seems like it's just color corrected. It's nice. It's a clean look. It's a clean look. But when we go to this one, it's like, whoa, this is like very, there's a lot going on here. So it's hard to say which one I prefer. There's like, I just don't like how it's like kind of doling out my colors. I feel like it's doling out some colors. Like the blues aren't as blue as I would want them to be. Maybe I can change that. Let's move these here. But this is good too because I'm like, I've been searching for my look and my style and what I like and what I don't like. I want to push the blue saturation. But I also don't want to introduce too much like banding. Because I'll introduce banding in here if I mess with the colors too much. I'm liking this grain, and honestly, the grain will kind of hide imperfections. Like when I'm editing, I'm working with a lot of different cameras. Like typically, it's not one camera. One of the cameras could be really bad in low light. One of the cameras could be good in low light and have less grain. But to match them, usually I have to do like noise reduction or something. But if I have like an overall grain in my image, then, and I like the halation on, the halation's really coming out actually on her head here. I like the halation. It's just like so much character. This is giving it so much character. I feel like I have more room to create a unique look using something like this as a novice color grader, right? Like, I don't know. I know there's ways of doing it in Davinci where I add a bunch of stuff, but all of this is in one spot. So that's why I kind of like it. I like it because it's all in one spot. Let's enable some bloom and see what that does. Now my computer's really kind of struggling. So we get this, and then, I mean, this has so much character. To me, I almost prefer how much character this has. It makes it, to me, it's like, how can I make this shot more interesting? I like this at first more as like a polished look. But if I'm like, I want some character in my image, I would for sure choose this. At least choose Dehancer to do it, right? Where I have grain, halation, and bloom all here. Let's see what this, I want the bloom to be 16 millimeter. So it does kind of bring her, so This bloom actually is interesting because what I was saying is it kind of mutes. Without the bloom, it feels like super muted. Like almost to... I guess it kind of gets rid of the contrast almost. So that's interesting. Let's see before and after what all of this is doing. So this is without the look, and then this is with the look. So it's like really adding a lot. You'd rather be editing? Yeah. I feel that. What's funny is like in the past, I would not have that much motivation to edit. Now that I'm live streaming, I have a lot of motivation. It feels really, really good. I will say it is like putting a strain on my computer now. But man, it's making it look nice. My Rec 709 is looking a little green, but that's because I added green in the primaries. I don't know, I really like this image. What do you think, TZ Video? What's your real name? I like this a lot better, actually. It's wearing on me. After I'm adding like everything. I want to see what this does to her eyes. Yeah, it brings out her eyes. It makes the blacks less black. I want to amplify it just to see what's happening here. But I'm glad that you're here and you're editing through me. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Is it a look that I would have on all of my projects? Not sure about that, honestly. We can even add some film damage in there, which to me is a little bit much. Like this is to the point where I'm like, I'm not sure about this. It's like too much. Like I probably wouldn't. I'm definitely not gonna like add film damage in there. Let's see the film breath though. The film breath is pretty cool. So you're seeing the colors be blue, green, purple, all that stuff. That is kind of nice. It is a unique look, but it's kind of crazy. Like it might be a little bit much. I think if I was doing like a really stylistic project, maybe turn it down a bit. I don't even know if you guys can see this. That's pretty cool. Gate weave. Pretty sure this gives it like a shaking motion. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what gate weave does. Overscan. So let's see what we got here. I like that one a lot. This is cool, actually. It's pretty dope, I gotta say. Gate defocus. Ooh. That's sick. This will actually help me a lot with some of the Instagram reels. Like when I'm really trying to create a nice look for Instagram reels, this will be fun to mess with. Like I like that I have all of these options all in one spot. To me, it's really nice. So now we got the gate moving. That's really cool. And I don't have to do much. Like I don't have to program any of this. It's just kind of like plug and play. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, I do like this. Film orientation, horizontal. Interesting. That's kind of cool. But again, this will give me like a lot of things to try out and be creative with. So that's pretty much everything in Dehancer that they offer. I like it a lot, actually. I like that it has so many options. I'm curious of what all of these are. Super 35. Ooh, that's nice. I'm curious to see what happens if I zoom this out. It's pretty cool. We went from this to this. It's a little bit too crazy with like the gates and stuff, but it's cool that we have this as an option, right? Like I could have a lot of fun messing with this for my Instagram, like creative ways of showcasing stuff, right? The same shot, but I could, you know, see myself posting frames like this straight to my page. Yeah, I like it. I like it, honestly. I'm a fan. And again, guys, this is me using it for the first time. So this is all new to me. I personally like the look that it has given me from I like all of the bloom and the halation that's coming off. I'm a person that really likes character though, so like the more character in my image the better. So without the grain, we're getting this image, which I think is a really nice image. Compared. So let's bring it over here. Hard to say. Hard to say which one I prefer. This look is hard to beat. The first one's so clean. This one definitely is a little bit more contrasty. I think I prefer it with the grain though. I think I prefer it with the grain. Nice. I really like that. Let's make sure everything's working well with this stream as well. Make sure connection's still good. Interesting. It's saying that we've detected audio on your stream belonging to somebody else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. If you plan to continue, please ensure that the content owner has added your channel to their allow list. Which they have. That's weird. Hopefully it's not blocking my live stream. Hmm. I'm gonna have to ask somebody about this. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Because I'm using MusicBed, but MusicBed, I'm on their allow list, so I'm not sure. Would I use this in my project? Like in a project? I think so. Would I use this for client work? Definitely not. But let's see what other looks we can achieve here. So let's create another one. Let's go through these profiles. So another profile I liked was Portrait 160C. VC. I like this one. Let's see them compared. So this one I'm getting like a really... This one I think is a little bit too green, so let me try to change that. In here. Let's reset this to 0. Her skin tones look a little bit too desaturated now. Which I thought the skin tone would be helping with that. I mean, it does help. I guess I need to bring saturation up a bit more. Give it a bit of color boost. Give her a little bit of color boost. There we go. That looks more similar. All right. Which one do I like more? This one's even moodier. This one's even moodier than this one. So I think I prefer actually my original that I had. Let's try the Supra 100. Very minimal change. So it went from this to this. Yeah, this went from this to this. This one's like really focused on the whites. This one introduces a lot of green. This one's a cleaner image, I would say. This one's similar to this. I still prefer the first one we used. Let's make sure we're using glossy paper on it too. Kodak 2383 print film. Yeah, that one. Not what would glossy paper do to it? No, I prefer print film for sure. Okay, that warning went away about the music, so hopefully I'm not shadow banned. Okay. Let's see what this one would be. Vision 3 200T. Interesting. So a little bit of a darker. Highlights are a lot more muted. A little bit more green. Let's try the same thing. $200T. Let's try the $500T. $300T. $500T. All right, let's see which one is my favorite. So this is original. This is the Ektar 25. This is the Portra 160 VC. Next one's the Supra 100. I like the Supra 100. Vision 3 200T. Vision 3 500T. Huh. I think it's between this one that I prefer and this one, the original. Or the Ektar 25. But really it's so minimal that it wouldn't. This one's a little bit more contrasty. I like this one, this image as a whole, I would say. I don't want her hair. So now that I have that selection, one's. Hmm. That's annoying that it had that warning for me. I guess I just can't listen to music. It went away. Let's try playing music again and see. Let's see if the warning comes up. Hmm. It's hard to say whether I like it or not. It's really kind of hard to say. I think it's something fun. I think it's something fun for sure. But let's go with this look and let's bring it over to some of this other footage. This could give me a completely different vibe. Yeah, this is completely crazy. Let's get rid of the skin tone. Let's get rid of this and this. Let's reset this. Okay, this it's not looking too promising actually. The conversion, the LUT conversion looks really bad. Here, let's use I mean, this conversion looks a lot better than what it was. Yeah, the conversion just looks yeah, that looks horrible. That looks absolutely horrible. Let's get rid of all of these. This might have already been shot in Rec 709 because it's dark. Honestly, I like the starting point on here. I don't want to start with I have a feeling this is like Rec 709 already. I could be completely wrong. I need to ask Kove about it. Alright, let's check in my stream if it's saying we've detected audio in the stream belonging to somebody else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. These features are only available to partners who use YouTube Studio Content Manager. Some situations you may want to prevent it by claiming videos that certain YouTube channels upload. For example, a movie studio might not want to claim videos from a channel that reviews and promotes its films. Well, I don't want to play the music if it's saying the stream might be temporarily blocked. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Okay, let's see this. Let's just copy over the look that we've created here and paste it to this. So I really don't like the grain in this image specifically. I'm not sure if I like the halation either. Yeah, I don't think I'll get much of the reds back in her face. It's probably all I'm gonna get here. This probably isn't the best image to practice this on. Let's see what some of these other looks, how these look on it though. Okay, definitely not. That's kind of a cool look. This is the only one that kind of brought back some color in her. Like this. Let's see it here. Looks pretty good. I actually prefer this look on this image. Add some blue in there. Yeah, I like it. I don't mind it at all. Bring up the shadows here. I need to bring up the shadows here as well. I can't too much because then that would introduce a lot of grain. Huh, maybe I should. We've detected audio in your stream belonging to somebody else. I guess no music. Until I get that figured out, at least. That sucks. I guess I have to be a YouTube partner to be allowed on the allow list. Hmm. That's weird. Well, I like this image. See how long I've been streaming here. I'm actually getting really tired. Wonder how long my webcam has been off. No music. How sad. That's all I really need with this is just a little bit of punch, a little bit of color. Brings it to a closer of a teal look. Let's see what bloom looks like on this. Doesn't really do too much to the image. What about halation? Not a big fan of halation here. Film grain here is also pretty nasty. I don't mind the grain here, actually. Halation really pushes it magenta, but if I counteract that by putting some greens in, could be cool. Question is like, what do you prefer? It's all in art form, so it's like, it really just depends. It really just depends. I mean, I like it. I like it. Do I like it without? You know, that's like the question. It's like, yeah, I don't mind it. I almost want to bring up the shadows a little bit. I wish shadows a little bit. I push it to 100. I wish that I don't want to do that too much. Yeah, I want to bring up the midtones, but I want to leave the shadows as they are. Because I like how they are. And then, oops. Hmm. Shoot. I've never been a big fan of grain, honestly. I like what this look is doing to the image. I like what it's doing a lot to the image. But I'm not a fan of grain. I feel like that looks disgusting. Well, a small amount looks good. I think a small amount looks good. So, just really personal preference if you like grain or if you don't like grain. If it's gritty, if you want it gritty, then throw in some grain. If you want it clean, don't throw in any grain. But I like the colors that this look is giving. This one. I like that a lot. And I want to mess with the look here because I feel like we could pull more out of this image if we wanted to. I like that a lot, actually. Cool. I like the images that's coming out of here. This one I do like, and it was all due to Oh, I actually didn't even enable halation. With halation enabled, it actually makes things a little bit less blue. But I like it blue. Yeah, I like these looks. I'm not sure if I want the grain in there or not. I think it gives it, again, more character. If I want more character, I'll put it in there. If I don't, then I don't. But it's all about like having your unique look, right? So like this is definitely more unique. And you can definitely match a lot of cameras to this grain, I would think. If you have a mix of cameras, matching the footage together would be nice. Being able to match it like that. Okay, so I like this. Let's move on to these shots. Let's see if this look will hold up. I'm just gonna copy everything from here and just paste it to here and just see. Yeah, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So definitely disable this. Definitely disable this. I wonder if this was shot in Rec 709. Maybe that's why. Am I missing something? Oh, this is why. This is why. Okay. I was like tripping. I was like, why is that happening? And it's because, okay. I was like, these should not be this hard to color grade. And now I understand why this is happening. Because I had a group color clip on it. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, now I'm actually like seeing what's happening. I really want to stretch this image a bit more. But yeah, I have a much better idea of like what's happening here now. Yeah, I like this on all of these. I was like, what is happening? Why are all of these so impossible to color grade? And it's because it had a bunch of. Okay. I will say this image looks pretty crazy with elation. Ooh. I will say this color is really nice. The eye shot is really nice. The skin tones are being protected too. Give it a nice punchy look. Okay, let's figure this out. Let's get rid of all of the masks. Okay, good. That made the image a lot better. I actually like these masks a lot on the image. Wow, look how much this mask made a difference here. That's pretty crazy, actually. That is crazy how much of a difference that mask made. Oh wait. Why are these? Oh. It wasn't a mask. It wasn't the mask that was making the difference. But still, look at that difference. It's crazy. Like, your tension might not be here, but with the masks, it's definitely right here. All right, let's see what's going on. It definitely feels magenta. Feels really warm too. I'd want it more to be like here. So maybe let's, because I want it to be a little bit cooler. Let's make sure that this let's make sure that this is getting the right skin tone. Yeah, it is. Damn, I'm liking these images for sure. This, I need to bring the shadows up. Guaranteed. Shadows up, highlights up. Need a lot more from this image. These as well. Actually, those are kind of nice the way they are. I mean, I'm liking these color grades. This image is really cool. this blue. Can be changed to whatever. It could even be this color if I wanted it to be. That's why I love Davinci. I'm thinking I'm wanting it something like that. This look. This look is crazy with the halation. It's definitely unique. It's definitely unique. I'm not sure if I'm sold on halation. The halation. I think I would prefer it to be not in the image. I do like the bloom though. I do like the grain. Yeah, I think I prefer not to have halation in my image. Even though it's cool. But I feel like I would prefer my highlights to be clean. I mean, I'm really liking this image a lot. The look is good too. It's good tone. It's good. Cool. Yeah, I really like these images. Why do I feel like there's still halation here? Is that with halation off or on? It's with it off. That's just natural halation. That's cool. Or chromatic aberration, probably. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this is so dark. Let me change the shadows and stuff here. I mean, this color grade is really nice, in my opinion. Looks really, really nice. Oh. Man, I didn't get much sleep last night. I might have to take a nap. Kind of hitting a wall. Alright, so that's the original. And then this is like Dehancer versions. Gives it that filmic look. I think the profiles are nice for sure. I think Dehancer really shines in this last portion actually. I think it looks fantastic here in all of these images. Cool. I think that's a good first round. I'm a little bummed that the stream was saying YouTube was saying my stream was blocked for using copyright music. Not sure what that was about. I'll have to get that checked out, but hopefully this helped you guys, and hopefully I'm not shadow banned. I noticed viewership was much lower this time, so I'm gonna have to figure this out with YouTube. Kind of sucks. I hate it when I get warnings like that where it's like out of my control, and it also is like I'm using copyright free music and they've been clearing my claims, so I don't know. I'll have to get it figured out. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I think this is all I'm gonna do for today. I'm feeling really, really tired, so I think this was productive though. I got a good grasp of Dehancer, and it'll definitely be a good YouTube video to work on over next week. And then script it out, film it, maybe even today. Who knows? I'm feeling sleepy though, so I'm about to take a 20-minute nap. Anyways, peace. Thanks for watching. And I'll continue practicing off stream and make something for it. So let's play some. Let's get the outro going. All right, thanks for watching, guys.
Today I depart. Meet the grand anatomy like a breeze curled in the embrace of the world's tepid branches. Think my father sung to a bird, the song unwritten, two mouths opening, closing to one another. And I will think my waltz to you, how it ripples and writhes in dim evening glow. This is how I write it. Back and forth, triple time. How nobody writes a love song since.